what was it, JFK saying turn the desert to glass wasn't a terrible idea. Maybe he was onto something. For whatever reason, YouTube just decided that a lot of people need to see the spider video. So I saw he's a part 2. So I said, fuck it, we ball. We're doing the part 2. So let's see.
Where are you going, bug-sized friend?
This is what spider could you fight if you were like bug-sized?
Don't you want to know what it's like to fight
So
more
far,
of the
we're 5 for 7. There was 2 I said I couldn't beat. 5 I could.
deadliest spiders in the world?
Oh no, not again.
Well, let's find out. Challenger 1. Tarantulas.
Aren't they black?
The
Usually-
Goliath bird-eating spider is the largest species of tarantula, and it spans up to 12 inches long.
Sorry, it took us a few seconds for my brain to realize what he said. Did you just say bird eating? As in...
Now you, yes, you watching this video,
Yeah.
open your palm and look at it. This
Yes.
spider is significantly bigger than what you're looking at. Just a fuzzy little friend. Although they're not too venomous to humans, their
You
massive
said it eats birds. I don't believe you.
1.5-inch fangs can easily
That's pretty big.
break human skin. But on the rare chance that you're able to put the tarantula on the defensive, the spider is equipped with a special weapon called urticating hairs. When it's fleeing, it uses its hind legs to quickly flick off
Oh, it's a
jagged
porcupine?
bristles that cloud the air behind it. The bristles are a severe irritant and can get stuck in your
You're telling me the fucking spider has an AoE? He eats birds and he has an AoE status effect. Okay.
skin and eyes, preventing you from pursuing. They're typically slow and stealthy hunters, suddenly lunging at prey when they get close enough. And despite their size, they're on a liquid-only diet, preying on frogs, rodents, lizards,
What about birds?
snakes, and of course, birds
Yeah.
sometimes. They have special teeth called cheliceraal teeth that help with gripping and
What the fuck am I looking at? This looks like an alien.
chowing down prey for optimal nutrient suckability. Tarantula species are also some of the most
Okay, I will admit they do look cool. Still wouldn't touch one with a 10-foot pole, but they look cool.
colorful spiders. And since they're also quite docile around people, they make pretty good
I don't
pets.
believe you.
While we're
Ah,
talking about giant cuddly spiders, there's another important spider I should cover. The giant huntsman spider.
You know, sometimes I wonder, like, what the fuck had to happen that evolution decided that this was the next step? And, like, this was the logical next thing. Like, oh, we have this one thing that's known for being huge and fast. What if we just made it bigger?
It has legs that also span to about 12 inches. They hunt by chasing prey down using their speed. They're pretty harmless to humans, though. They just
Yeah,
want to
they're
be friends.
Huntsmen's are.
You know, I'm actually terrified of spiders. I remember this one time during school camp. I was kind of muddy after a mud run, so I go into this
okay.
crusty cabin to shower.
And there was a
and
spider in
the
the
crack
shitter.
in the door frame, at eye level, is the
Biggest huntsman spider I have ever seen in my life.
Wait, does he live in Kayla's? Does he live in Australia? I thought huntsmans were like only there. No?
one of these guys, and he was as big as my head.
And he was looking at me and wiggling his little mouth bits. I was naked, vulnerable.
And I was like, nope. So I wet my hair in the sink to make it look like I showered, and then spent the rest of the day covered in mud. So I kinda feel bad for putting you through all this.
Not really.
But they asked for it, so blame them.
Okay, at least that was the big.
Challenger 2.
I'm trying to catch it. Oh, jumping.
spiders. Jumping spiders
that's
are the
fine.
most horrifying, bloodthirsty creatures in existence.
What about the droplet
Most
bat?
species span up to a terrifying 0.6 inches. Their two large middle eyes have exceptionally sharp vision, able to accurately judge depth. And as soon as they've locked onto you,
like a
they're
mantis.
ready to pounce. Spiders have an open circulatory system, so their blood kind kinda just floats around, unlike humans. And by squishing muscles in their bodies, they can increase blood pressure in their legs, which launches them into the air, allowing them to jump over 20 times their own body length.
You know, I never thought about the mechanics of how they jump. Because aren't spiders' legs, like, based on a hydraulic system? Or, I guess hydraulics are based on their legs. It's something like, I think they're the only insect in the world that operates like that. Which is why they look so weird, like, moving to us.
But
because they don't operate the same way like everything else on the planet does.
If they miss their target?
Parachute. Ballooning. Oh, I thought he was going to say what happens. Oh. I guarantee you this one's going to be the deadliest. Watch.
Okay, I'm kidding. She's not dead. Before jumping, they make sure to secure a silk dragline behind them. Kinda like a bungee cord. It allows them to take big risks because they can always reel themselves back. But once they've got you, they liquefy you with venom and digestive enzymes, and then slap up that nutrient soup. If you're ever around one, take a close look, because sometimes they'll actually track you with their cute little beady eyes. Challenger 3.
God.
Orb-weavers.
I remember fighting these in Grounded. I know how to parry them, so I can win this.
Orb-weavers are most commonly known for their iconic wheel-shaped webs, and the largest one is the giant golden orb-weaver.
Is that another spider on its back?
Spanning up to 6 inches long. They get their name from the golden silk they produce, and the webs they make act like giant nets for flying insects that are dumb enough to fall into it. The spider sits right in the middle of the web, and as soon as prey lands, it uses its keen vibration senses to locate it.
Do you know what? I spoke about Coraline's other mother in the last video. This is actually Coraline's other mother.
And immediately runs over to deliver a venomous bite. But that's only one species, and there's so many more to talk about. So
I'm fucking. I fought this in Grounded. It was white, but anyway. What is happening here? That looks relatively normal. Those are just Pokemon. That does not look like a spider. That looks like a rock. Like I would pick that up.
So, Orb-weaver spider speed round. The longhorned Orb-weaver has crazy
Why?
looking long horns. Possibly because it makes it really hard for predators to swallow it.
Oh, I didn't.
This is a decoy building Cyclosa spider, right here. The rest is a decoy built using debris to trick predators into picking the wrong thing instead.
So they've evolved to be architect.
Orb-weaver called the alien butt spider. Huh? Yeah, that's its butt, not its face. The triangle weaving spider turns its web into a slingshot, launching extra silk at trap prey to ensnare them even tighter. Blech. The mirror spider has shiny reflective patches.
Okay, this one I fuck with. This one looks cool.
On its abdomen. It can shrink and expand these patches to camouflage by breaking up its outline. And finally, there's the zombie spider, who is just a normal little cable weaver that got infected by a fungus. And now the fungus mind controls it to do its bidding. There's even more, but that's a long list. So, next challenger.
So okay, maybe I couldn't beat a tarantula. I can beat a huntsman. I could beat an orb-weaver, and I could beat a jumping spider. We're 3 for 4.
Challenger 4.
What, the fucking castle crasher spider? What? The Assassin's Creed
Assassin spiders. Assassin spiders are quite tiny, only growing to about the size of a grain of rice. But under the hood, they look like pelicans.
What?
Which is why they're also called pelican spiders.
This is AI generated. This isn't real. No.
But they're mostly known as assassin spiders because
they assassinate other spiders.
They can track down spiders by their webs, carefully tiptoeing over any trigger lines to avoid alerting them, allowing them to get within striking range. Then, using their long curved jaws and their extendo neck, they attack from a distance.
What now?
This range makes them very difficult to counter. Once they've skewered you, they hoist you into the...
No, I think I could beat this. Because when it extends its neck out, you can parry it, and then its neck is going to be weak, so you just stab it.
Yeah, inject venom and eat
This
you.
would be a very quick match, though. Either you catch it, or it catches you in, like, 2 attacks, so,
All while staying safely out of reach.
Yeah, I fucking knew that would be the worst one. But I think I could.
Challenger 5.
That's another ocean one.
Dock spiders. Dock spiders get their name because they're usually found on docks. And all around docks too. They can span up to 4 inches long, and their special ability is that they can run on water. They can do this thanks to surface tension, which makes the surface act like an elastic sheet if you're light enough. Their weight is also spread evenly across 8 legs, each covered in water-repelling hairs that keep them from sinking.
Hey, I have hairy legs. Can I do that?
You're not hydrophobic,
you're
so
too fat.
yeah.
Dock spiders don't use webs to hunt. Instead, they kinda use the water surface as a web. They sit on the surface and listen for vibrations. And as soon as they detect movement, they bolt. They're big enough to catch small fish too.
What? Who is this fucking Adam Carpenter guy? He's always taking these photos. He needs to get a life. What do you mean? What do you mean it catches fish? It's a bug. It's supposed to eat like fucking worms and shit, man. Not a whole ass fish.
And despite how scary they look, they're not dangerous to humans and just want to keep you company while you're fishing.
I'm
Challenger
very
6.
uncomfortable. I could beat it, but I'm very...
Crab spiders. Crab spiders get their name
Someone mentioned this in the comments last time.
from their crab shape and the fact that they usually walk sideways. How is this not just a crab then? They're
I think he might have gotten pegged. Usually if you walk sideways, it's because you got pegged, so...
quite small, growing up to 1 inch long, and they mainly prey on pollinators, so they love hunting near flowers. So you're attracted to the sweet scent of nectar.
Or you're in the middle of an ambush. Great.
The species you're facing is the goldenrod crab spider. But where is it? It has the special ability to change colors between yellow and white to camouflage with the flowers, but the process can take several days. These changes are triggered based on visual cues, which scientists found out when they blacked out the spider's eyes and it couldn't change color anymore. They have a pretty low success rate at hunting though, because they're usually trying to catch flying prey with their bare spider hands. But with no wings, you're an easy meal. There are so many unique crab spider species and abilities. There are bird poop crab spiders that both resemble and smell like bird poo.
Why?
They use this ability to look.
You know what would be really funny if half of these were fake and he was just making shit up and using AI to generate images, but I just don't think they question it because they're spiders and they're just fucking stupid.
Or in prey that like stinky doo-doo. And there's also a species called the ant-mimicking crab spider, which resembles an ant by sticking its front 2 legs up as antennae to stealthily infiltrate ant nests and eat them.
What do they know, though?
Man,
Got they smell the pheromones and shit?
Ants have it rough out here with all these imposters. Challenger 7.
What, Godzilla?
Funnel web spiders.
Oh, I've heard of these.
This is the infamous Sydney funnel web, one of the deadliest spiders in the world, and in my opinion, one of the scariest looking too. What? They discovered a new species that's deadlier than this guy?
Is it a Norwegian big boy?
Here, hold this. Introducing the Newcastle Big Boy.
Sorry, not
Spanning
Norwegian.
up to 4 inches long, this guy has even longer fangs and larger venom glands than the Sydney funnel web. Well, isn't that great news for you? Most spiders try to run away when you bother them. But funnel webs stand their ground by rearing up and displaying their fangs, which are strong enough to punch right through your fingernail. Using venom is quite expensive for spiders, and most use it sparingly. But when a funnel web bites, it's been known to empty its entire venom tank into you. Sometimes they even stay latched on, biting you repeatedly just to
So they're actually just doing the spider equivalent of like teabagging you. They're just mocking you.
make sure. In the worst case, even a non-bug-sized human could die from a bite within 3 hours. But an anti-venom was created in 1981, and ever since there have been
Yeah, the anti-venom is called gun. If you shoot them, they die.
no recorded deaths. This one's unrecorded. Interestingly, their venom is not very effective against other mammals like rabbits. Or even dogs.
Aww, is the little guy tickling me again?
What is this thing with the huge ass?
Challenger 8.
Oh,
Daddy long legs.
I fucking see these all the time around my house. If you leave the door open for like 10 seconds, one will come in and they just chill on the wall. They don't do anything. They just vibe.
Look at these wiggly boys. The daddy longlegs, also known as the cellar spider, is a very common spider you can find in your home. Like you've probably got one watching you right now.
I used to have a spider. I don't know what the spider was. It lived in the corner of my room. I called him Gary, and he would kill all the other flies and shit. Then Gary died. A new Gary usually moves in every year, but I don't have a Gary this year, so I don't know what I'm going to do when all the flies and shit come back. There are cobwebs in my bathroom, though, and I cleaned them like 2 days ago, but they're back, so I think there is a Gary in there. I just don't know where he is, which is kind of scary, because I might be just taking a shit one day, and he might just fall on my head.
They can span up to 4 inches long, but it's like 99% legs and 1% little bean body. They hunt by invading other spider webs and stealing prey, or sometimes they just steal the spider instead.
Oh.
They're super good at this because they're able to keep their distance with their long legs while wrapping their victims in silk.
So it's like when the big brother fights a little brother and he just puts his hand on his head so that he can't touch him.
Like, how do you even hit that?
You stab the legs.
And even if you manage to get one of its legs, it's able to quickly detach it and get away. They also have this really funny mechanic where they start crazily vibrating in their webs when disturbed. This could be to make them appear bigger and more threatening, or to make their position more confusing to predators. Challenger 9.
I could do it.
Ant-slaying spiders. The Australian ant-slaying spider has one of the coolest hunting abilities of all spiders. When you face off against him, he doesn't look too tough, but then the next second he's gone. And he's cartwheeling right over you. And in midair, he attaches a piece of silk to your back, landing gracefully behind you. And then he continues to twirl around you, wrapping you in silk before you can do anything. And what's even crazier is that in the wild, all of this happens vertically, on the side of a tree. Once the spider's done, it's pretty much a wrap for you.
So it's a Beyblade. They just gave a Beyblade a web shooter. Okay.
Bites you and sucks out that nutrient soup.
That's amazing. That's what I needed to hear.
Challenger 10. Brown recluses. The brown recluse is most famous for its flesh-melting, necrotic venom. But despite being one of the 4 deadly spider horsemen of the apocalypse, it's probably the most misunderstood spider.
I think it's one of the 4.
They get their name because they literally don't want to get in your way. The spider's first instinct is to run away. When cornered, they use these quick horizontal movements to avoid being touched. Or sometimes they even play dead. They really just want to be left alone. If you keep bothering them after all that...
Do you know what? I think I vibe with this one. I understand just wanting everyone to leave you alone.
Well, you were asking for it. The venom of the brown recluse contains a special toxin called sphingomyelinase D, which damages the membranes of cells it comes in contact with, killing the tissue in a process called necrosis. And it looks like he got you pretty good there.
I didn't know if they gave you necrosis, but yeah.
Challenger 11.
Thankfully, necrosis is pretty rare.
Camel spiders. Camel spiders span up to 6 inches long, and these guys look...
You know, maybe, what was it, JFK saying turn the desert to glass wasn't a terrible idea. Maybe he was onto something.
Absolutely terrifying. Like, look at these choppers. And remember that a lot of you wanted this as a dog-sized pet.
I mean, to be fair, if it vibed with me and I vibed with it and it was the size of a dog, like, who's gonna fight you?
Their name, technically, camel spiders aren't even spiders.
Don't say they hunt
They're
camels.
They're actually camels, wait. They aren't spiders because they don't produce venom or spin webs. But they are
also, they just do
of
big
the
hurting.
order Solifugi. And they have 8 legs, so I'm counting them anyways. They can run at speeds of up to 10 miles per hour, and once they reach you, they use their giant choppers to tear and grind you apart. Their creepy jaw mechanism is super specialized for this. They have gotten a bad rap for chasing humans in real life, though. I can see why that's concerning, but they're not actually trying to attack you. Apparently, they're just trying to get into the shade you create, because deserts are
So
hot.
just stand still, see what happens. You either die or you get a friend. 50-50. Roll the dice, kid.
Dude, as you move away from the scary spider, your shadow moves, so they keep chasing you. So you should just stop and be friends with him. Challenger 12. Six-eyed sand spiders. The six-eyed sand spider
Yeah,
has
I've seen
6
these.
eyes.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
They can span up to 4 inches long, and they have quite a unique hunting strategy.
They
dig
bury
a small
themselves,
bucket in the
right? Yeah.
ground and bury themselves in the sand to camouflage. It's actually quite cute.
It's
Well,
cool. I wouldn't
if
call
you
it
ignore
cute.
the fact that it's
Waiting to ambush you.
once buried, the spider sits in its little sand bunker and waits. It's super well adapted to desert survival with a very slow metabolism, allowing it to stay motionless for weeks without food or water. So when you eventually pass close to the spider, it explodes out and grabs you, injecting necrotic venom before eating
Of course
you.
it does. I wanted to.
Fortunately, these spiders are extremely shy, so they rarely bite non-bug-sized humans. But toxicology studies have shown that it potentially has the strongest venom of any spider known to us, like on the
Why?
same tier as the Brazilian wandering spider and
Why?
the funnel web.
Okay. He's beating my ass, no question about it. So how many is there? 12? So we're 0 for 12. We're 0 for 1. We're 0 for 2. 1 for 3. I'm not beating a fucking Newcastle big boy, not happening. 1 for 4. 2 for 5. 3 for 6. He's literally called the Assassin Spider, not happening. 3 for 7. 4 for 8. Realistically, 5 for 9. 6 for 10. 7 for 11. 7-11. You're kind of a 50-50, so I will say 8 for 12 because it sounds better on my rap sheet, but it could be a 7 for 12.
And that's it! For real this time. Well, until my next collection is ready, that is. If you like.
There's not a fucking part 3, is there? Oh, cool. Thanks, Opera. Love that. Thank you. Let me, okay. 1 million views. Amazing. So we might have a part 3. I hope he uploads it, because I'm going to be honest, I like views. I very much like views. I could do with another one. But that was good to know that I could kill like 12 of 20. 60% win rate. I'll take that. That's better than most people. I'll be streaming Outer Worlds, or the plan is to stream Outer Worlds 2 tomorrow, or if not the day after. And obviously more reacts, but we do that every day, so you don't have to worry about that at this point. I'll be live on Twitch. If I go live, it'll be 6 p.m. for me, which is Irish time. I think it's GMT +1, but EST 1 p.m. is usually when I go live. So I'll see you all next time.